I want to read you something beautiful. It's Paul's prayer, which you can find in his epistle to the Ephesians, chapter 3, verse 14. I'm reading from the Jerusalem Bible that has a particularly nice translation. Paul's prayer. This then is what I pray, kneeling before the Father, from whom every family, whether spiritual or natural, takes its name. Out of his infinite glory, may he give you the power through his Spirit for your hidden self to grow strong, so that Christ may live in your hearts through faith, and then, planted in love and built on love, you will with all the saints have strength to grasp the breadth and the length, the height and the depth, until knowing the love of Christ, which is beyond all knowledge, you are filled with the utter fullness of God. That's very beautiful. The utter fullness of God. I think Father Dubay, I think he called it the utter fullness of God. Isn't that beautiful to describe his greatness, his wonderfulness, that's beyond any words? So you can imagine, all you have to do is look at a flower. In our front patio, we have a cactus, and this cactus has sat there for years. It's not a very attractive looking thing as far as plants go, just sort of a green, oddly shaped thing. But this year it's making beautiful flowers. The most beautiful, bright, purple flower you could imagine. But when I see that, you know what I realize? That God put something of that wonderfulness, that beauty, that love that was put into making it. Every aspect of that beautiful flower somehow just tells you about its creator. You know, if you see a picture painted, you know something about the artist. The flower tells you something about the artist, God, our Heavenly Father. And so now, I just want to leave you with this. This beautiful little prayer talks about, asks that, and said that you will with all the saints have the strength to grasp the breadth and the length, the height and the depth, until knowing the love of Christ, which is beyond all knowledge, you are filled with the utter fullness of God. So if you can imagine the wonder of that flower, the creativity, the genius, the beauty, the substance, the elegance of that flower, can you imagine the wonderfulness of the love that comes through Christ from God? Could you imagine what that must be like? It must be utterly wonderful and elegant and sweet and strong and kind and beautiful, ravishingly beautiful. It's just beyond words. So I like that. So this translation is exquisite. You might want to get it. You can find the Jerusalem Bible online. There's a new version and the older. I think this is the older version. They may both be the same, but I think this is the older version. It's very beautifully said. It's a beautiful prayer, beautifully translated, and I hope you enjoyed this little talk.